And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Well, I have done some work here. I've got some batteries set up. These are wired straight across here to a set of hamster wheels. And we've got some piping done in here. And I've got a pump set up to feed the system. And now we can feed gas anywhere into this main trunk, anywhere from the base. So all this polluted oxygen, all this miscellaneous gas that I have around the base, I could, route around and pump into this and basically disable this so we would reroute it from somewhere else. I've also got this little room built right here solely for trying to filter out all this polluted oxygen, trying to get that out and out of my system, because I don't want it in my base. So I basically got this thing ready to go, and I just haven't added that in here. So let's empty pipe, no power. Why don't you have power? You should have power. Oh no, you don't have power yet. So let's first heavy watt wire, connect that. Now it should have power. Boom, we have power. And now we go to plumbing and we want gas pipe. I want to plug that in there. And so we've had this whole system over here on a completely separate power system. And this thing is ready to pump. We just pumped that in there. So now we're pumping air. So let's see gas piping. This is polluted oxygen. We've got one here that's what? Chlorine. There's one chlorine there. There's some hydrogen, I think. Yep, the red is hydrogen. So my little system over here for filtering out the polluted oxygen should work pretty well. These are working hard. So there we go. Now we're getting some polluted oxygen. And this chlorine should go down and vent into here. And the hydrogen should come down and vent down into here and go through our system to cool it off. So it's going in there. How hot is it? It is 58 degrees. You can see contents 500 grams of hydrogen at 58 degrees. So we'll see when it gets through this whole system in here just how much it cools off. I'd like to kind of get in here and test this out. So now it's 32 degrees. So it went in at about 58 and now it's at 32. And this one is ejecting it at 7.5. And this one is, see if I can find it, minus 17. And finally coming out at minus 67 degrees. Now remember, hydrogen, and this one's coming out at minus 69 degrees. Oh, there's our first bit of carbon dioxide. That's cool. Ooh, lots of polluted gas in here. Wow, it's getting lots of polluted oxygen. I had no idea. So now we've got contents. See, 67. The temperature is going up, but this should be essentially cooling this room down. I'm hopeful that that's what the result is. Now, once this whole thing is full, Once this whole circuit is full of hydrogen, I can then take this hydrogen, pump it out here, and use a hydrogen generator to help power this whole system. And what is this is just plain oxygen. These are little bubbles of everything else. So I'm hopeful that we're gonna punch through this polluted oxygen quickly here. So you can see there's a lot of polluted oxygen in there. And it is processing it nicely. Good. So you can I like the shader on this. This thing is obviously pulling air into the system. It's quite obvious to see that. And then this area here, I've got one of these locked. So this whole room should be able to filter. I should be able to filter all of that bad air out. It's quick. Wow, that was quick. So now a very little polluted oxygen is getting in there. Granted, there's some all over the base, so we've got a lot up and over here, and there's quite a bit up here. Although I have a couple of these running. I put one over here just because it was getting pretty dense, but it looks like polluted oxygen floats above oxygen. So I really should have built that up here instead. So I'm gonna disable this. And over here, you can see I locked this up. I tripled the wall here because it was kind of cracking. You can see the subtle cracks right in there. And so now I've got a triple wall, and this last one here is actually made with the abyssalite. So it is very tough, doesn't overheat, and it's all good. And then I have a mechanized airlock that I locked. So this now pushes water up to about right here, and then it stops, because even though it says pressure rising, once it tries to output, it can't. It says maximum pressure, just like this one down over here. So the maximum pressure is reached, therefore it stops. And it looks like we've got... Where did this polluted water come from? We've got to mop that up. Quickly, please. There we go. And I can stop this. Liquid pipes right there. I wish there was a manual valve. Yeah, see, there's no manual valve here. Although I could maybe set this all the way down to 0. I don't really have the space for it in here, though. But yeah, that would work with that pretty well. Because this tank is pretty full. Full enough. And how is this tank doing? See, this tank was only half full. And where did all this water? Oh, I bet you I'm getting some ice melt. So the other thing I did is clear out a little area here, down here in the coldness. And what I want to do is set up some bristle blossom farms. Well, these guys are charging these batteries over here again. So now we've got quite a lot of hydrogen in there. So let's see. So this is 19 degrees. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's look at gas. Minus 300 degrees. Wow. That is nice. Minus 300 degrees. That's impressive. And the hydrogen, it's minus 421. I don't know if that is going to cool that room fast enough. So this is chlorine, and it is 32 degrees, 33, 28. I mean, it's cooling it compared to down here. It's definitely cooling it off. These are, well, I guess those aren't heating the air up as much as I thought it would. But yeah, there's a little bit of chlorine in there now, finally. So one thing I want to do is dig in and get a ton of this stuff in here. So everybody's probably got tasks right now, unfortunately. So yeah, down here it's I'm going to use this cold area here to grow the bristle blossoms because we've got 2 Weezeworts down here cooling this area off, keeping it cool. I want to put my Weezeworts because these things get stifled really, really easily. So I want to mitigate that as much as I can. Ooh. Gas pipe. Broken. I wonder if that broke because of it got too cold. Yeah, minus 418. It is really cooling that hydrogen down. Thermal switch, 32 degrees. And it is 32, yeah, minus 36. What is chlorine? Yeah, I want to try to get it to... I thought it would cool that air way, way faster. Like, way faster. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to handle this one. If I have to release the hydrogen in here. Yeah, that cooled that off fast. Wow. Yeah, see, that's minus 404. That is really cold. That is way colder. Minus 19. I mean, it's definitely doing something. Because the gas pipes themselves are very, very cold. If you see 14 degrees, 15. But the carbon dioxide around it is 28 degrees. For some reason, it is... Yeah, that is tough. I'm not sure what to do about that. Because we got a little hydrogen in here now. That's not good. I am not sure what to do about that. Now we got lots and lots of stuff coming in. So maybe a little bit more hydrogen in those pipes will help. Because it won't cool off as much. Quite a bit of chlorine in here now. Hopefully it's cooling. If I have a little bit of hydrogen buildup in here, that's okay too. I can always do something with it. But the main purpose is to get that chlorine. Because I want to suck all this stuff out. Get all this out and get to cooling that off. Yeah, we had another break here. What do we have as far as plumbing goes? Liquid valve, filter. Yeah, there's really nothing. Let's see, utilities. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything obvious. Just the thermal switch. And that's just ambient heat. So this is going to use... I'm going to... Now, see, now the gas pipe is 7 degrees. This one should be pretty cold as well. As you can see, the hydrogen in here, minus 140. Is everybody asleep? No? Okay, these guys need to be... My edibles are probably dropping fast. The other thing, if we plant a whole bunch of these bristle blossoms, that means we're going to need a lot more fertilizer. Oh, so much fertilizer. So we're going to need some fertilizer makers. And fertilizer makers use polluted water, so that's a good use for all this polluted water that we've got floating around, and then I can redirect this polluted water into fertilizer makers as well. I'm not sure. Still haven't dug those out. Okay, let's fast forward through the night here. There we go. A little bit of coal should help our power, keep our power up. Yeah, all this polluted water down here is a nuisance. Oh yeah, lots of coal. These are still, I mean, they're reachable. Otherwise, they'd be kind of grayed out. Yeah, we're getting lots of hydrogen in here. And it looks like something melted here, finally. You have lots of chlorine in here now. Oh man, these are just maintaining power at one point. Ooh, we got lots of... Oh, there, it's going up slowly. Must have all 4 going, yep. Tough to have a net positive when you've got so much stuff pulling in material. I mean, I could block this off and really siphon it up. But it is dropping. You can see it is dropping. So we are offsetting all of that stuff very, very slowly. I really wanted to get in here and get into this coal that's back here. Food shortage. That's not good. Everybody's on power right now. Where's Tris Titan? Tris Titan, you need to move right to there. Oh, maybe not. Must generate power. Must do it. Oh, what is this? Freezing damage. Okay, disable building. I'm gonna disable him for now. I didn't know you could get freezing damage. That is a problem. What is this building? Okay. So that'll just back up hydrogen into the system, which is fine. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna choose... nothing really good on digging, good on tinkering. Pretty much everybody else, but I'm gonna hold out for slightly better stats. Because we need more people since we're so stuck on people generating power right now. Okay, how many harvests remaining? 2, okay. That's good. What's my stress at? And nominate stress is pretty bad. And Gastonard went somewhere. And you left a lice loaf down here. You must pick up your lice loafs. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.